Hey, it's Albert Orange, and welcome to the 64th episode of Pod by Orange. It's February 27th, 2023. I hope you are all doing fine and dandy. I'm back with another episode, finally! And I am in my family living room in my actual house, It's not my house, it's my parents, but, I'm not in my garage this time. And that is because my parents are away. They are actually out of town because my dad is meeting a guy who sells family campers or something. I don't know. My dad wants to buy an RV or a mobile home, whatever you call it. Those things that you drive. I don't know why. My family's never been the traveling type, but I don't know. I guess it would be cool. I remember like when I was younger, I used to go to the state fair with my parents, and every year, I would always ask them to come with me to check out the all the RVs that they would have just parked in the middle of the grounds, the state fair grounds. And I would just check out as many as I could. I would lie on the beds. I would, explore the kitchens, the cabinets, everything. I don't know, like something about an RV, just the fact that you can drive your own house, maybe these minimalists have maybe they're onto something. Excuse the cough. I am, sick. Or I used to be sick at least. Now I'm just like, I got this cough lingering around. And it just acts up. It loves to act up every time I begin to speak. Um, I don't know if you might have noticed, but everything just got a little bit more quiet. And that is because, since I am in my house, this is a problem that I used to deal with way back in the early days of the podcast when I used to record this in my house, in my living room, is that the air vents and the AC would come on automatically, it would turn on and off automatically by itself. Um, Automatically and by itself mean the same thing. Like every few minutes. And I used to complain about it because I thought it would show up in the background of the audio, and it turns out it's just like not even it's not even that much of an issue, and I don't know, for whatever reason, like the audio that the microphone that the built-in microphone on my computer gets, it's just like it's so much better than I expected it to be. And I guess I just never gave it a chance, because I just wanted to be my setup to be a little bit more professional by buying a real microphone. Just a few weeks ago, it just started the microphone that I bought for $80. Just over 2 years ago. It just I don't know. It stopped working, and I haven't gone to to anybody so they could try to fix it. I don't know who to call, or take it to. Anyway, and it just stopped working. And then ever since I started, you know, using the microphone, the built-in microphone on my MacBook Pro, and it just I don't know, it works fine. So I guess I'm not gonna use a microphone from now on, at least for the time being. Maybe if this podcast gets big enough, maybe that's when I'll make an upgrade. Um, Once I got those green guys in my pocket. You know what I mean? The all of those dead presidents. You know, all of those all of those green cheeses. Um, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm watching PBS right now, and uh, they're talking about the headline is Gen Z stands up for social change, and I guess they're doing a segment on this girl on TikTok who's planning marches and handing out tampons. So I guess that's cool. I guess. I mean, I'm all for tampons. I don't want anybody making a mess. You know, but you know, I guess that's what young people do. I guess we're supposed to protest. Am I a bad person for not protesting? Should I be with these people? Um, I don't know why. Like, I'm not against protesting or whatever, but it's just like just to get up in the morning and make a sign and drive a few hours just to walk, you know, holding up a sign for in the hopes that some person in power can go like, oh, these people make a good point, you know. I don't know. It seems kind of pointless, but I know it's not pointless. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just you know what? Let me just change the channel because this is just gonna distract me. It's just a bunch of Gen Zers who are I mean, good for them. They got the time to do it. They got the time to stand up. But at some point, it's just like why don't you go ahead and go to work? Just why don't you actually volunteer at some sort of organization, some sort of establishment? You know what I want to volunteer at? I want to volunteer at some sort of sports organization. And you know what? I just found a thing on Indeed on that on because I'm on that job search. You know what I mean? Uh, I found a very interesting position at this thing in my area that hosts soccer games and soccer leagues and whatnot for little kids. And I thought, why don't I just like get myself involved with that, because I've worked with kids before. I've worked with little elementary schoolers before when I was back in high school. You know, Granted, it was only like two times. Me and a group of my classmates, we went to on two separate occasions. We went to teach a bunch of elementary schoolers about math and finance, and that was cool. Like those kids, they treat you like gods. They treat you like celebrities. They won't ever let you out of their sights. You know, it was a nice, good little ego boost. And also, we taught them about important financial skills like counting money and stuff that they need to learn when they get older. But it was great for the ego. Let's I'm just being honest. I'm just putting that out there. All right. Um, but something about the idea of being a some sort of sports coach for little kids. It intrigues me. And I wasn't planning on talking about sports in this episode, but well, I was going to talk about the XFL just a little bit, but I don't have my piano here. My piano is in my garage, and I just can't. I mean, I suppose I can pull up GarageBand on my phone. I don't know. Should I talk about sports right now? Let's talk about sports. Yeah, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about. Let's pull out my iPhone and I don't know, pull up GarageBand and you know pull up a piano here. By the way, I got one of my pet spiders here, sitting right next to me, and it's my second pet spider that I enslaved. Um, its name is Terry. All right, Terry the spider. Um, I named it Terry because I wanted to be a gender neutral. Um, but I'm pretty sure it's a female. I'm pretty sure it's a female jumping spider, and it's right now it's just eating a mealworm. Um, and it's just chilling, and it's just right next to me. I got its little enclosure. Um, you know, and it's just eating a mealworm and just chilling. So um, I figured that I would have her on the podcast while my parents are out of town, so that I could record in my living room. All right. Now I'm watching. I think it's the Odd Squad on PBS Kids. Um, so yeah, I got the piano here on my iPhone. So let's play the sports theme for Pod by Orange. Here we go. Oh wait, hold on. Let me turn up the volume here. All right. Shut up. Okay. Um, that took longer than I was intending it to be. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk about XFL. No, I wanted to talk about being a coach for these kids, man. You know, um, I don't know. I think it would be cool. Uh, I'll teach them, hey, like, you gotta have fun on the field, but you also gotta win, all right? This is what I would say. If I was a youth soccer coach, this would be like a one of these like a pregame speech, that I would tell them. I would go, hey. if you want to be considered men or women, uh, whichever one, whichever gender that they are. But if you want to be considered elite, you got to beat these guys. You've just absolutely got to destroy all of their hopes and dreams, and you got to treat them like the enemy. You got to treat them. Come here. Come here. You got to treat them like they are going to kill your family, your entire families. You got to treat them like you got to like they got a like a hit on your mom. And if you don't win against these guys, they're going to kill your mom. They're going to absolutely destroy her. And they're going to make her drink fire. I don't know how they would make her do that, but they're going to do it. Your mom is going to drink fire, and she's going to burn from the inside if you don't win this game. Okay? And you know what? Even though it would be a crime to do so, I would just, you know, I would just let it happen. All right? I would let your mom internally combust from the inside. Okay? And I would just stand there, and I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be the one to make your mom drink fire. But if for whatever messed up reason those kids on the other team all decide together to just gang up on your mother and drink fire, okay? And I was, for whatever reason, standing there, as a bystander, I would just let it happen because that's what you get when you lose. All right? So get out there and apply everything that I've taught you, all the drills, all the beatings. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I think I should stop there at beatings. Oh, jeez. Let's talk about the XFL just a little bit. I don't have too much to talk about this time around, but it's it's pretty good so far. Um, oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's football. You know, that's all I got to say about it. It's just it's football, and you've already got some rising stars coming out. Like I think Derek King uh might might be able to do something great for the DC Defenders. Um, but granted, I don't think he's ever played for a full game, so you know there's that question of will he be able to hold up the Defenders' offense for an entire game? That's the question. That's a real question. And then there's Seattle, the Seattle Sea Dragons. They've lost both games so far in the season, and Ben DiNucci, I think he's a decent QB. But I don't know. It's just something about Seattle, man. I don't know. It's something's not clicking. I don't know how many games the XFL plans to have. Like how many weeks. But you know, each team only has like a limited amount of time to get things going, you know. So I don't know. We'll have to see. We're only in week two, so you know. Uh, but we'll just have to see. Crazy things have happened for sure, but will the XFL be a place where crazy things happen? You know, because crazy things have happened in the NFL, right? Now I don't know about the CFL. Okay, okay, but will the XFL be a place where things happen? You know, just things in general, just exciting things. Will they happen in the XFL? That's the question, and I hope it's here to stay this time around. I hope it's here to stay. Um, because what happened in 2020 when it got cut short, that was just unfortunate. That was just really, you know, really, yeah, it was just unfortunate, just what happened, uh, with the whole C virus. You know, not gonna say what the C stands for because YouTube doesn't really like it. So instead of saying it, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say it was the cookie virus. All right, because aside from baking bread, people probably made some cookies along the way. You know, I have a friend. He learned how to make cookies, and I had one of his cookies, and I still think about that cookie. It's it was one of the best cookies I've ever had. So shout out to that guy if he's listening. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. Oh, and by the Sounders, by the Sounders. What am I talking about? By the way, is what I meant to say. The Sounders have scored 4 goals in their season opener against Colorado. It was Jordan Morris, Aber from Brazil. He goes by one name, just that one name, Aber. Like Ichiro. Um, and who else? Cristiano Roldan, or I accidentally played some notes on my piano here on my iPhone. Roldan also scored. So that was a cool thing to see, and you know what? I partly covered that game during my play by play commentary last night when I was doing the Roughnecks and Renegades game. Okay, which is out now on YouTube. So if you want to listen to that, yeah, you can do so. I give you permission. I give you permission to watch every single thing on my YouTube, every single video, podcast. You know, I also give you permission to like and subscribe to everything I've done. Um, all of that stuff. Anyways, I'm done talking about sports. Here is the sports outro for Pod by Orange. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm playing the bass notes on this synth. All right, that's it. That's the sports theme outro for Pod by Orange. Oh man, I'm just watching PBS Kids, watching the Odd Squad, all of those kids in suits and ties, blazers, acting all professional, you know. I used to watch a few episodes of that show. It was okay, I guess. Um anyways, is this the end? Is this the end of the podcast? My goodness. It always seems like as soon as I'm done talking about sports, you know, it's like it's like the energy just kind of like dies down. But I know I have so many other things to talk about. It's just like I can't think of them at the moment. Um, but I hope you're all having a fun, good day. You know what? This episode is going to be out on March. Now that I think about it, by the time it's uploaded, it's going to be March. And I'm still in February. So March is like, you know, that's going to be, it's going to be cool. I like March. March is an underrated month, in my opinion. Okay. I mentioned this in one of the commentaries that I did over the weekend. By the way, not only did I do the Roughnecks and Renegades game, I also did the Seattle Sea Dragons against the DC Defenders. Or no, 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 no. It was the Sea Dragons against the Battlehawks and the Defenders against the who else was it? Oh gosh. Uh it was the Defenders against the Vipers, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Vegas Vipers. So go ahead and check those out. As I was saying, I mentioned this on one of those commentaries that my dog is turning 10 years old in 3 weeks. He's turning 10 in 3 weeks, and it's been a very long ride with him. Um, and I still remember, it's like one of the few vivid memories that I have. When I first got him, we my mother knew a lady um, that was giving away puppies, and she brought them over to my house, and I just wanted a puppy, um, and I chose Rio. I chose a puppy that when they came over to my house, and I chose him, and then a few days later we went over to this lady's house, and when I got there, uh, I was in her front yard, and this dog just comes running up to me, and just just this small little brown dog, and just comes right into my arms, just runs right into my arms, and you know, and that was Rio, that was my dog, and now I was how old was I? I was 11, when that happened. Um, and now I was gonna be 10. I was gonna be 10 years old. Because he was 3 weeks old when um, when I got him. So, and on the day that I got him, I did the math in my head, and that was back when I was used to be good at math. Um, and I took the day where I got Rio, and I subtracted like 21 days from that, and March 21st. I'm pretty sure it's the 21st. Gosh, I always forget. Uh, is it the 21st? I know I have it in my phone, but it's just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, March 21st, 2013. That's when I got Rio, or that's when I think Rio was born. And it was a very special day, and I remember that whole ride back. My mom drove me uh, to and fro, um, and I just remember like holding my dog in my arms, and my hands got sweaty for whatever reason. So when we got to our house, my hands were just like covered in like brown sweat. It was so gross because my Rio had been like, I don't know, playing around in the dirt or whatever. I don't know, but he looks so scared because that uh I don't know, like I guess the feeling of riding in a car just, I don't know, didn't make him feel comfortable. Um, yeah, that was a fun day, and ever since I hung out with him, and he's been a dear companion of mine. So I'm gonna go big for for his birthday. You know, I'm gonna buy him a pizza. I'm not gonna let him eat all of it. Maybe like a slice or two, um, or maybe some breadsticks, or maybe I should just get him like a, yeah, I don't know, like a dog bone, you know, like just like a giant bone or something. I don't know. He doesn't really like toys because all he does with toys is I don't know, he just kind of like leaves them alone. And the toys that he does like, he just digs them up, and he makes holes in the yard and just digs them up, and it's like you can clearly see the toy just sticking out of the ground, and it's like he sees me looking at it, and he's just kind of like hoping that I don't go and you know observe it, check it out, and it's like, dude, I can clearly see this. Like, what are you doing? And he just kind of like looks at me and just kind of like, I don't know, doesn't doesn't connect the dots that I'm just like a way smarter than him, just a more intelligent human being, um, or just more intelligent than general, because he's just a dumb little dog. Anyways, Gosh, I really hate this cough that I have. I really hate it. I hate it. I never had a cough this entire day. It's like the minute I start podcasting, it's like, oh god, oh that's hilarious. When I imitate myself coughing, I actually have to cough. That's just great. Um, I hope that doesn't like somehow kill my spider here. The fact that I'm coughing everywhere. I am coughing into my armpit, or not my armpit, the inside my elbow. Um, Although sometimes you can cough into your armpit, can't you? Like like I can lick my armpit hairs if I wanted to. Like I'd have to like reach reach a little bit more, but you know I could do it. You can cough into your armpit. Why don't we do that? Why do I don't know. Maybe it's more effort. Um. Anyways, what has this podcast become? It's just like so weird. Um. I gotta get off my phone. I gotta get off my phone, everyone. I just I'm wasting too much time on it. Let me check my screen time on my phone. This is my real screen time hours that I've had on my iPhone. So last week I spent 6 hours and 15 minutes on my iPhone. And that's just just on my iPhone, all right? 6 hours and 15 minutes alone on my iPhone. And that was 15% down from the week before that, where I spent 7 hours and 21 minutes. Oh my goodness, dude. Um, I spent I spent a full day on YouTube. A full day. Now, granted, a few hours on YouTube have been spent on on just like listening to music you know, um, while I edit the podcast and stuff. So I'm not gonna count that, but still, I'm still spending. I know I'm still spending too much time on YouTube, just from all the shorts. All the YouTube shorts. That's got to be like one of the one of the worst things that I don't you know it's just one of those things that I don't like about YouTube. Um, because you can watch up to you know 50 shorts in one sitting. They're so addictive, and that's the reason why TikTok and and YouTube Shorts and the Instagram Reels are so popular. Is because you end up watching like I don't know 30, 40, 50 in a row. You multiply that by this entire generation of kids, and bam, you got billions of views. And it's not just my generation; it's the millennials. It's the millennials, and it's some of the boomers, and we're just wasting so much time on this crap. And just today, like I I I fell for an intriguing shorts thing like I was on YouTube, right? And um I love the shorts that Michael Stevens from Vsauce posts. um I mean, that guy's so funny, and he just makes it so quirky and weird. And so I love watching his, and so they pop up on my feed, and I go, oh look, Vsauce just got another short. I gotta watch it, and so I watch that, and I'm like, by the time it's done, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is funny. Let me watch it again. So I watch it a second time, and then I'm like, okay, that's really cool. And then my brain just kind of like goes dead for a second, and then it just tells my finger to swipe up to the next short or video or whatever you want to call it. And then it does that for like 40 times in a row. And some of those videos, I just watch twice, and it's just so much. It's so much talking and so much, you know. Can you guess what country ends with the letter H? It's like no, and I don't want to. You know, it's just can you tell me what your GPA is, student at Harvard? It's like I don't want to know. I don't want. Why are so many guys on the street just asking people questions? Leave that to David Letterman. Leave that to Jimmy Kimmel or Conan. All right, leave it to those guys. I don't. You know. Did you know that that this band from the '90s broke up because they didn't want to make a song about uh, a shark, and so their entertainment label said, "Well, f you, you're fired," and so then they broke up, and then they don't even give you the name of the band. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just made all of that up, but it's so much crap, you know? It's so much crap. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to keep doing it anymore. Um, I'm addicted to my phone. I'm addicted to my phone, and there's a very good chance that you are addicted to your phone, you, the listener, listening to this right now. And, we're just all addicted to social media. And it's time to stop. It's time that we stop, you know? I'm seriously, I'm considering buying one of those phones that look like smartphones. It's got the touch screen and everything, but it's really just a phone. You know what I mean? Like, you can't download any apps on it. It's just, you get it for the sole purpose of calling people. Calling and texting. That's it. No Instagram, no Snapchat, no Twitter, no YouTube. It's just, you know, the only reason you open it is to see if what kind of message your mom sent you. That's it. You got your contacts list in there. You got your phone application, maybe a notes app, but that's all. And if you want to take a picture, then take a picture with some sort of professional camera, professional digital camera. I mean, they cost as much as an iPhone nowadays, so why not? You get one of those. If you want to socialize with people, just go out into the real world and do that. If you want to, I don't know, what else do you do with a phone? If you want to, I guess, if you want to read an article online, just get a newspaper. The fact that we used to be able, or I'm sorry, the fact that when I was young, okay, about the time when I got Rio, right? I was 11 years old, and the iPads, that's when like that was the craze, was all the iPads that were coming out, and I used to think it was so cool that you could do everything on it, right? And like the fact that one little device could do so much, you could uh, treat it as a a phone. You could treat it as your email. You could treat it as a camera, a microphone, a video recorder. It's the same as a camera. Or um, it's an all-in-one device, right? The fact that that was possible used to be so cool to me, but now it's just like, well, then that kind of just like, you know, makes life a little boring. You could watch movies on it, right? All you need is a Netflix account, and that's you're set. But now the experience of going to Blockbuster is gone. It's gone. So I think it's time that that my generation just pushes back on uh, on these phones and just get back to the real things in life, man. Anyways, that's all I gotta say. I really hope that my generation does this. Otherwise, society is just gonna get that less. Um, it's not gonna be a lot of twinkle left in society. I don't know. I don't know. Um, anyways, not to end on a depressing note, but I think my parents are about to make their way back here. So that's going to be the end of episode 64. Yeah, 64 of the show. All right. So whatever you're doing, get off of your phone, go back to reading a book. I'm almost done reading that book by John Wells about the Mariners. I've only got like 12 pages left on that. So I'll give a review on that once I'm done with it. I'm so excited because it's like it's 270 pages long, and I read all of that. It took me 2 months to do it, all right, but I still did it, so it's pretty great. So that's gonna be the end of the show. All right. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you took something away from it. And have a good week. All right. Still waiting for NFL to come back. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take the entire spring, the entire summer. Oh my goodness. We miss you, NFL. Please come back. But at least we got the XFL and the USFL. My voice cracked. And baseball is coming up, so that's good. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the episode here. I hope you enjoyed it. And as the Turkish say, görüşürüz. Hold on. Görüşürüz. So many U's. It's like Mississippi, with all the I's and the double consonants. There's double dots in like every other letter. It's insane. Görüşürüz, everyone. All right, take care.